The first one is that because security is just an evolving game, that we have to constantly keep our eyes on that, and training staff and making sure we're putting all the resources in. Don't want to provide too many details, but I think everyone knows in the technology sphere it's just something you have to stay on top of. The second one is it's going to be a whole new change in how we do big scale, even medium scale IT projects. The linchpin to the success of those projects is change management and process change management. An IT solution can't meet everyone's need, and it can't deliver 100%, and it's kind of unrealistic, but we really have in the past tried to push it there, and I think that's caused a lot of complications, overruns, cost, and time for us. So by working with the change management principles on addressing people's fear about change, changes in their jobs, changes in how we perform things, making sure we get ahead of that, making sure we're explaining the process, and then helping departments, giving them tools on how they do that and how they work on process change, because a new project is a way to evaluate everything. It gives you the opportunity to address, troubling issues that you've had in the workflows that for whatever reason we just think IT could solve that, but it could be very simple things. It could be just innovations in communications and process steps between people that we need to work out. So that's going to be part of all of the big projects going forward, and we're putting people through training now on how to engage change management and process change from a project management level, because we have a fairly decent sized project management team, project management office. The second one is we're combining our software developers into one team so they can practice agile technology. We can have a bigger backbench, and then bring them from multiple areas so they don't sit in silos. That doesn't mean the departments, that's more of our core IT operation. And then working on customer satisfaction is another one where we have many different enterprise products. The GIS team, City Geo, does a great job as a product manager in thinking about a product support model and governance. I need that in other areas, and I want to bring in a director, build up a prod management team. Related to that is how we want to approach IT projects in general. We've been learning a lot from people who've been generous in volunteering their time to speak with us around the city, from technical people who work in tech, people who are tech officers and CIOs in private industry, and speaking to us about how they work on a modular or an agile and lean fashion in their tech and organizations. And we're going to work on building that in structurally, also through training and some coaching, and looking at our procurement process and how, instead of doing big monolithic kitchen sink projects, we would break that out, go against the waterfall idea, try to build modularity, do a lot more iteration. And the only way that's going to be successful is if we really learn how to engage change management, because departments aren't going to know, or our customers are not going to know, what iteration really means and what level of conversation we want to have and how often that conversation needs to occur, and why is testing happening within a couple months of the first time we even spoke. That's going to be all kinds of new feelings and changes and perceptions, and we have to be their leader through all of that.